Good day, people. Good day. Good day. It's your guy, Inspired Seeker, coming to you with another powerful message, guys. Today's message is on narcissists and money. How the narcissists use money to control their victims. Again, narcissists and money. How the narcissist uses money to control their victims. And this is inspired by a subscriber who's currently going through a situation with their narcissist, and it's to the point where money has become an issue between the two of them. And so they reached out for some guidance, and they asked that I do a video on this. So to that subscriber who reached out to me, I hope this helps answer some of your questions. All right, now I want to start, guys, by reiterating a few things that we already know about the narcissist, right? We know, guys, that narcissists are entitled, they're selfish, they're self-centered, they're manipulative, they're deceitful, they lack empathy, they're abusive, they're controlling, they operate from their ego, and also they do not take responsibility or accountability for themselves, their words, or even their actions. We also know that narcissists hate to be seen as the bad person in any situation. No matter what part they played in that situation, they will always find a way, or they'll always find elsewhere to point the finger at. Now, typically, guys, no matter what the situation is, narcissists love to play two positions, all right? As we know, they don't like to be looked at as the bad person or the bad guy, right? Which is usually the position that they actually play in that situation, right? They're the ones manipulating, they're the ones deceiving, they're the ones abusing, right? They're the ones causing a lot of harm to others, all right? But when push comes to shove, they will look elsewhere to point the finger at, right? And so there's typically two positions that they will say, that they would play, all right? And the first one is the hero, okay? The first position is the hero position, okay? This is where they'll create a situation and then step back, let it get messy, and then reappear and resolve the situation so they look like the hero, all right? This is very typical in family dynamics, right? Where the narcissistic parent may create a situation between the children, right? The siblings may be fighting or something like that, right? And then the narcissistic parent will create the situation, right? It's more likely their fault why the siblings will be fighting, why the children will have animosity towards one another, right? But then they'll step back, let the children fight, and then they'll reappear as the hero who sit the children down, talk to them, and get them to resolve their differences, okay? So that's one position that the narcissist loves to play, all right? The hero. The other is the victim, okay? This is where they play victim to prey on your empathy, all right? So you feel bad for them and you give them supply, all right? So know these two positions. They love to play the hero and they love to play the victim, but they never, ever, ever accept responsibility for the part that they actually play in situations, all right? Remember this, because we're going to refer back to this. I have a lot of notes. We're going to refer back to this later on. Now, let's look at how all this ties into money. Everything that we know about how narcissists are and how they operate, let's see how it all ties into money. Okay. Now, money is a very powerful tool used to control others. All right. We could see this in how we sell the majority of our time to corporations and other organizations, which are narcissistic in nature. Okay. They take the biggest of what we earn and pay us peanuts, but we sell them the majority of our time to earn a living. Okay. The narcissist is very aware of this. Okay. The narcissist is very aware of how powerful money is when it comes to controlling others. All right. And so they've mastered this, right? They've studied how the systems are built and how the systems work, and they've kind of mastered that. All right. So they use that to their advantage. Now, when it comes to money, guys, there are two ways that the narcissist typically views money or uses money. Okay. There are two ways that the narcissist uses their money or they view money. All right. The first way is if they have the money, okay, if they have a lot of money and you lack money, they manipulate you. They use that as power to manipulate you to gain control over you. Okay. As we know, controlling is at the heart of the narcissist operation. All right. They love to know or even think, all right, in their distorted reality, they love to think that they have power and control over others. All right. So controlling is at the heart of the narcissist operation. Okay. So imagine if they have money and you depend on them for your finances. They love to be in this position because they know they can use that to control you. All right. The second part is when you have the money. Say you have a lot of money and the narcissist desires to have what you have. We know they're entitled, right? So they desire to have what you have. Okay. This is where they will target you and manipulate you into a position where they're able to extract your finances from you. All right. Without you being aware that that was their intention the entire time. Okay. So that's the two ways that narcissists typically see money. All right. One, they have it and they'll use it to control you. Or two, you have it and they manipulate you into a position where they're able to extract it from you. Now, let's go to some examples of how this will play out in typical narcissistic relationships. The first one is when they're playing the hero. Okay, where they're playing the hero and they will use it to gain narcissistic supply. All right, how do they do this, guys? They'll show off their money. They'll flaunt their money, brag about their money, show off their money to get your attention, essentially. All right. It's similar to tossing bread around or tossing feed around for birds to come. All right. They'll flaunt their money, show off their money, and brag about their money to gain your attention. Now, this is an example for the ladies out there. All right. And some men out there too. All right. You ever met a guy who leads the conversation with money? They talk about how much money they have or what high ticket items they have or how they know how to make money and this, that, and the other. But in the end, you find out that they actually don't have any money. Or you meet someone who's driving a nice car, wear dressed nice, all of that, with all this jewelry and all of that, but their bank account is empty. At the end, you find out that they're broke. This is the typical behavior of the narcissist, guys. All right, where they show off their money to attract your attention, essentially. Another way is what I said earlier. If you're depending on them for your finances, okay, if you depend on them financially, they love to know that they have power over you, okay? And so when you come to them for money, they feel powerful, okay? They love to see you in that begging position, sort of, right? They feel very powerful knowing that they have the power to control how you move or how you live, essentially, right? So this is when they're playing the hero, right? They're playing the hero because they have the money, all right? And you need the money. So they're using that to control you, okay? The second example I have is also when they're playing the hero. And this is typical in romantic relationships where they go through that love bomb phase, all right? That those phases of narcissistic relationships, huh? I'm sure we know about that, all right? We've gone over that, okay? So the love bomb phase, guys, this is also another phase where they play the hero, okay? And narcissists with money will splurge their money on you, okay? They will take you out to every restaurant you want to go to. They will take you shopping. They may buy you expensive stuff. They may buy you vehicles. They may just splurge on you and spoil you, right? But what are they doing? They're trying to get you to lower your guard, essentially, right? So they could carry out what their actual intentions are, all right? They love bombing you so you could lower your guard or become hooked on them, all right? You fall in love with them like that, all right? And that's when you let your guard down and they take advantage of you and start pouring on the abuse, okay? So this is also a hero with another situation where the narcissist is playing the hero, okay? The narcissist has the money, okay? And they're using it to their advantage, all right? They will use it to manipulate you into a position where they can actually abuse you, right? They will do this. They will take you here, take you there, take you on vacation, take you to the fanciest restaurants, take you shopping, just spend money on you, right? Splurge on you, okay? But we have to understand, guys, the narcissist does not do nothing for free, okay? That's one thing we need to understand about narcissists. Nothing they do is free, guys. It comes with a price attached to it, all right? And later on, they're gonna come and collect on that, okay? So be aware of this as well, huh? The third situation where narcissists may be using the money, and this is in a victim way, okay, is where they use it as a tool to triangulate you, okay? They'll use it as a tool to triangulate you by pinning you against another individual, okay? This could be one of their exes, or it could be a potential new supply, but they will pin you, the current victim, against that individual by creating a situation between you and them, all right? They may come home and start showing gifts that this individual gave them, okay? This has happened to me personally, all right? Where the female narcissist I was dealing with at the time suddenly pulls out a ring and say, oh, my ex gave me a ring, okay? Which is like, okay, so you still speak with your ex? You had to speak with them because they didn't just wake up and decide to go buy you a ring. So you've been in some form of communication with them and have discussed this whole thing out. So they got you a ring. You coming to show me, right? You coming to make me jealous with that, right? Because that's exactly what they intend to do. They intend to make you jealous in that situation and then have you in some kind of competition with that individual, all right? This is also another way to devalue you, essentially, right? Because they're gonna say, if you give me a ring, or if you give me a gift, then they wouldn't have to, right? As we know how manipulative narcissists are, that's typically how it would play out, okay? So in this situation, it was like, oh, my ex gave me a ring, and I was like, so you feel like it's okay for you to go get a ring from your ex while you with me? Okay. If it floats your boat, all right? I know what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to fall for it, right? Because, like I said, it puts you in a situation where now you're being triangulated, right? You have them, they will step aside and play the victim and allow you and that other individual to duke it out, okay? Because now you may go look for that individual and tell them, hey, stay away from my woman, right? Or hey, stop giving my woman gifts, or any of that stuff. But deep down, what they're doing is they're still in communicating with them, right? They could be planning other things together as well without you even knowing, but they're using this to incite a reaction from you, essentially. All right. So here's another one way where they'll be playing victim by using money to manipulate you into a situation, essentially. All right. There's also another example, right? This same female individual brought up another ex. Say, oh, my ex gave me money. So it's like, oh, so you just still talk to your exes? You're still dealing with your exes while you have me here? You trying to get me and these exes to have a situation, right? You trying to get me and them to have some kind of confrontational situation, right? But this is how narcissists operate, guys, all right? This is how they will use that to triangulate you, okay? It's you, them, and then they bring another individual, and then they play the victim and blame it on the other individual, that the other individual gave them a gift, or they gave them money, or whatever that situation may be, okay? So that's how they use money to triangulate you, all right? Almost all of the time is money when narcissists triangulate you. Almost all of the time, all right? So the last situation where the narcissist may play victim and use money to control you is when they give you a sob story about why they're not able to do for themselves financially, all right? Now here, they may again triangulate you, but they may do it in a different style this time, right? They may blame the reason why they don't, or they're not able to do for themselves financially is because of a certain situation that occurred, or because of something that another individual did, okay? So what they're doing essentially is trying to get you and that individual in another triangulation situation, all right? And the end goal is for you to have empathy, right? They're preying on your empathy here because they're saying they're not able to do for themselves. So they're essentially asking you to do for them, right? This is the way they will use to extract financial supply from you, okay? They may say, oh, their mother needs help, or their mother's car broke down, or something crazy like that, right? They may use another family member. They may use other people, all right? But they may come to you with something like that, and then they'll say, oh, they're not able to help them because of one reason or another. They didn't get paid yet, or they don't have any money at the time, or whatever the case. Essentially, what they're saying is for you to help them, for you to pay for that, okay? Without directly saying that, because we know how narcissists operate. They operate under smoke. They will never come and speak to you directly about what their intentions are. Okay, so that's pretty much what they're saying to you indirectly. All right, and you will pour into them, right? You feel bad and you will pour into them, and they'll just keep using these types of situations to extract supply from you, financial supply from you. All right, so that's how narcissists typically operate when it comes to money, how they see money and how they use their money. Okay, if they have it, they may flaunt it, right? They may show off their money to get you to fall for them, right? To get you to give them attention, to get you to fall for them, or alternatively, if you have it, they may manipulate you into a situation by playing victim and getting you to pour into them, right? They manipulate you into a situation where they're able to extract that from you. All right, so I hope I made it clear enough, guys. Narcissists and money. Okay, how the narcissist uses money to control you. All right, like I said, the two positions the narcissists love to play is either the hero or the victim. Okay, for the subscriber who asked this question, I hope I made it clear enough. I hope this answers some of your questions and help you better navigate your situation. All right, I don't want to share too much about your situation as it's personal, so I don't want to go into too much detail about your personal situation, but I hope I touched on some of these points that you're seeing in your relationship right now that may be able to help you better navigate that. All right, they thrive off of control. Okay, so no matter what it is, control is at the heart of what the narcissist is doing with their money. Okay, it's all about control for them. Okay, so let's be aware of this. All right, if you enjoyed the message, then drop us a like, and if you're new, then take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified next time we upload. We do our best to upload every single day. We discuss narcissism, spirituality, and personal development on this channel. So if any of that appeals to you, then stick around because there's plenty more to come. All right. Also, share your thoughts and your opinions in the comments and your experiences as well. And also share these messages with your loved ones so we can all be aware of how narcissists are operating. All right. We can keep learning together. All right. Other than that, guys, I'll leave this here. Until next time, peace, love, and more life.